Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and today we've got the Moto G5 with us. In this video, let's unbox it and take a quick look inside. So guys, this is a review unit from Lenovo Moto. I was surprised that I actually placed an order on Amazon, but turns out I'm not on a blacklist, so that's awesome. Anyway, we first have the Moto G5. This was probably a display unit at the launch, so it's even on actually. Here's the protective plastic somebody else peeled off. We then have the micro USB cable, the travel adapter, some regular reading material, earphones, and of course the fan favorite SAR value information. If you noticed, there was no SIM ejector tool. Why? Because this back here is user removable, and surprise surprise, that's not the only thing that is. The 2800 mAh battery underneath is user replaceable too. It's been so long since I pulled out a battery, so freaking long, it is kind of satisfying. Anyway, the G5 can take 2 SIM cards and a micro SD card. The panel that you see on the inside, that's made out of metal. We have the metal Moto logo, no dimple, and up top, a single LED flash, a 13 megapixel shooter, and the secondary noise cancelling microphone. To the front, on top, we've got a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, earpiece that doubles as a speaker, sensors, that's followed by a 5-inch IPS LCD display with a full HD resolution, meaning a pixel density of about 440 pixels per inch. The protective glass is mentioned as scratch-resistant glass, so no Corning Gorilla Glass here. Below this display, we've got the primary microphone and a fingerprint scanner, more on that in a bit. To the right, we've got the power button and the volume rockers. To the bottom, we've got the micro USB port. There's nothing to the left, and the headphone jack can be found up top. The Moto G5 is thicker than its larger sibling at 9.5mm, but that means the camera doesn't protrude here. It's still quite light at around the 145 gram mark, though the side bezels are kinda thick. Single-handed usage should not be an issue here. Note that the G5 is a little shorter than the G5 Plus, and that's due to the smaller display. Now underneath the hood, the Moto G5 is powered by the 64-bit octa-core Snapdragon 430 chip. The same chip that we've seen on the likes of the Redmi 3S, the Lenovo K6 Power, and more recently the Nokia 6. We have 8 Cortex A53 cores that are clocked up to 1.4 GHz each, coupled with an Adreno 505 GPU, and 3 gigs of RAM. There's also 16 gigs of onboard storage, of which about 10 gigs is available to the end user. The Moto G5, just like other Moto phones, runs on an almost stock Android 7 Nougat. The launcher is kinda like the Pixel launcher, you pull up the app drawer. This phone is an Amazon exclusive, so it comes with a few Amazon apps preloaded. They cannot be uninstalled, but at least it's only a few apps, so it didn't really bother me. Anyway, given the Qualcomm chip underneath, the Moto features like twist to launch the camera, chop to turn on the flashlight, you can also chop and turn it back off, Moto display to give you relevant information, long pressing the fingerprint scanner with the display on to turn that display off. These are all present and accounted for. Just like with the Moto G5 Plus, the one button navigation option is present here too. So once you enable it, you can swipe left to go back, swipe right to open recent tabs. These can be swapped of course. Tap once for home, press and hold to turn the display off, press and hold longer for Google Assistant. It's neat. It took me some getting used to with the G5 Plus, but I learned to appreciate it. And given it's totally optional and you can always go back to the regular on-screen keys if you didn't like it, I feel it's a welcome addition. The fingerprint scanner itself feels reasonably quick and accurate. The camera app is almost identical to the one from the Moto G5 Plus. Video recording is capped to 1080p 30 fps though, as a result of the chip underneath, but the full-fledged manual mode is present here. Anyway, here are a few quick samples that we shot around the office. Let me know what you think about the camera performance. The Moto G5 is currently available via Amazon.in for 12,000 rupees. I will be using this phone as my primary for a bit before coming out of the full review. By the way, in the meantime, if you don't want to wait for the review and want to pick a G5 up, I'll leave direct links in the description below. Use them, it helps the channel out. So that's it for this video. Give it a big huge thumbs down if you hated it, but if you didn't, if you actually liked it, go ahead, turn that thumbs down into a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. If you have already subscribed, do this to make sure you get notified each time a new video goes live here on C4E Tech. So that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this here is Ash from C4E Tech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.